Looks like we're live. What's up, everybody? Might be kind of sketchy connection-wise because my internet provider just told me I went over my monthly limit. So, might be a little weird. But welcome to the Autoblog live streams, the official live stream of Autoblog.com. I just realized my webcam still is not in a great spot. That's kind of annoying, so let me kind of fix that. Also, my name is Eric. I am the multimedia producer here at Autoblog. And every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or daylight time, and whatever it's going to be this weekend. Doesn't matter. Ban daylight savings time. That's what I say. But Eastern time, we do it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We stream racing and driving games. I'm thrown off already because my camera is slightly wrong. And then we're playing NASCAR Heat 5 today, obviously, and they played that song that I really can't stand, that has the line, couldn't have been wronger if wronger was a word. And that's some of the worst songwriting I've ever heard in my entire life by far. If you are planning on being a songwriter at all, do better than that. And I promise. Skylar's here. What's up, Skylar? How's it going? Okay, that's probably... What? I wish I knew why. Obviously, I changed some stuff around on Thursday with the cameras for the Mario Kart live stream. But I can't figure out... I feel like there's only so many places I can put this webcam. And it doesn't look right. It's too far to the side. Like, there's too much of this side. I don't want it to show that side. I mean, it's fine, but... There, I guess. That? I don't know. We will be fine. Well, what's up? Just my AMG in the chat as well. What's up? Just my AMG. Just my YAMG. And of course, Skylar. And Eduardo. What's up, everybody? How's your week going? Well, my dog heard me getting excited and brought the ball for me to throw. Dropped it. Okay, she didn't want me to throw it. So much like most of our NASCAR streams, my plan is we'll do like probably an hour of like career mode stuff, and maybe an hour of multiplayer stuff if anybody wants to play. But it's you guys' call. No pressure, obviously. But we'll see if I can actually win some races for once. Oh, also, we're going to be joined by Joel Stocksdale here in a little bit. He is currently... he's working on a post for Autoblog.com. But he will be here. Hopefully. So, short track. And as you can see, it's like the weather's real kind of sketchy outside. So, my face cam is definitely a little weird. Wish it wasn't so weird. Tender Girl says, "Hey everyone, I got some great news. Did you go to the state fair?" Hey, you remember when NBA 2K put ads in their loading screens and everybody lost their minds, even though NASCAR Heat 5 did it months before and nobody said a single thing? Except for me! I was ahead of the curve in hating this trend. It's gotta be State Fair, right, Kendra Girl? It's gotta be State Fair related. Ah. Oh, okay. Good consolation prize, though. Kendra Girl said, nah, I didn't get to go, but I finally got some bungee cords and stuff to hold my racing wheel down, so now I can play Forza Horizon 4 with my racing wheel, and it's so much fun. That is awesome. That's really awesome. Congrats. I'm sure that makes a huge difference. You don't want a wobbly wheel. That's for sure. Uh-oh. There we go. No! Hold on. What do I usually use? This one? I'd probably go with this one. This seems like my style. Whoa. Whoa! Did everybody hear Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed? That bums me out a lot. But, well, also, it bummed me out briefly. And I guess it still does a little, but it's nice because it'll give me more time to play through Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty in November. And then Cyberpunk will be there in December for everyone. Yes. Goal hit. Patrick said, Ricky Bobby! Indeed. Kendra Girl says, it does make a difference. A racing wheel gives you a so much bigger turning ability than a controller. I believe you. I'm just not good with anything other than controller. I guess I'm at the extreme low end of mediocre with keyboard and mouse, but I'm still much better with the controller. I was gonna say I'm okay with keyboard and mouse, but I don't even know if I would go that far. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But I've tried the racing wheel at our office, and I was not very good with that one. But also, it wasn't held down tightly. So I'm sure it would be easier if it wasn't wobbling around, so we need to get some bungee cords ourselves over here, I think. Not over here, but at the office, you know what I mean. Oh, really close. I'll take 12. I'll take 12. Patrick says, manual is better because you can make corners faster and go faster on starts and restarts. Practice it. So I know it's better. I'm not disputing that it's better. I know it's better. But I'm just never going to do that. I can barely drive manual in real life. I'm not going to start driving manual in video games because video games are supposed to be fun and relaxing.
Coming to the green.
Maybe not relaxing, but at least fun. And I don't think I would have much fun trying to race a manual virtually. But that's just me.
Still there.
I'm glad the option exists.
All right, you're clear. You got room. You're clear. Inside. All clear. Two at the line. All right, you're clear. Car outside. Hold your line. All clear.
Don't hit the wall. Woo.
Car outside. Hold your line. All clear.
I would love to steal a top 5 here.
Last lap. Hit your mark. All clear.
Oh.
Inside.
Oh no, Carter!
Got a car high now.
Dang it! I'm so.
Got one inside. Top 10. Nice job.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, that's fair, Patrick. Patrick says, as we gamers say, I assume as he's pushing up his glasses, as we gamers say, get good. And I know if I ever wanted to be truly competitive, I would have to. It's basically necessary. Also, Kendra Girl says, did you hear the 2021 Audi R8 will be offered in a rear-wheel drive variant too? That's good for people who like rear-wheel drive. I did not hear that. That is good for people who like rear-wheel drive. But no, I get it, Patrick. I've told people to get good when they so I'm a big fan of the game Hollow Knight, which is, if you're not used to platformers, it can be pretty tough. If you are used to platformers, personally, I think people say it's harder than it really is. I don't think it's that bad. But it's tough. It's tough. And just like Dark Souls, that is the response. It's just like if anybody's struggling with it, it's just like, get good. That's all you can do. I wonder if I have like a sponsor challenge right now. It's probably top 5, and I probably just ruined it. Oh no, 2 top 10s, and I already did it. We're good. Kendra Girl says, I've always wondered what it would be like if Audi made a rear-wheel drive car, specifically the Audi R8, because the R8 is Audi's supercar. Yeah, the R8 is the fastest non-electric car I've ever driven. That thing is a beast. That's for sure. Work. Using less driving aids lets the car drive faster, but more difficult to control. Patrick hacked into my game to put that there. To try to tell me to turn more driving aids off. Which I guess I probably could do. Let me see if there's any I can turn down a notch. This is that wronger song. Listen how dumb these lyrics are. It's not yet. It must be in like the second verse. Oh. Alright. I guess we won't hear it. Trust me, it's really bad though. Driving aids. Here we go. What do we got? Jeez. We'll give hard a try. We'll practice here. We'll see how it goes. Definitely a little more unruly. That's for sure. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, I would say. Like those turns for sure. All right, we're gonna go with driving aids set to hard. Kriller vlog, what's up? Hello after a long time. Yeah, haven't seen you around in a while. How's it been going? Hopefully well. Kendergirl says the 2020 Audi R8 does 200 miles an hour stock. Even the R8s from the 2000s probably would do 170 or 180. Yeah, I mean, I obviously didn't, like, push it. And I also was not driving a 2020. This was a few years ago. But, yeah, it's a fast car. That is an insanely fast car. Patrick says put it on expert. Well, let me take baby steps here, Patrick. Come on. I'll put it in the middle. Patrick said, I would rather see you do expert than hard. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Patrick. I'd rather be a millionaire than be whatever I am now. But I'm not.
Go, go, go.
We'll get to expert sooner or later. If I keep doing well on this, we'll flip it to expert. But we got to do it in steps here. I don't want to get too crazy. I don't have the skill for it.
Qualifying. Make it count.
No. Alright. It's calculated. Calculated. That was not. But it might work out. Let's go! Worked out. Girler says, it's been going great. That's good. Endergirl said, I wouldn't do 200 miles per hour unless I was on an open road. I mean, you probably shouldn't even do 200 miles an hour on an open road with no traffic. I'm just saying. 200 miles an hour should be reserved for tracks or salt flats only, in my opinion. Roy Wood looks a bit slow today. Kelly Cates didn't have a good practice session, and Everett is having a stellar weekend. So watch out for Everett, I guess.
All right, you're coming to the green. Are you ready? Green down, let's go. All right, you're clear.
I love this Gomez car. This is my favorite dirt car for sure.
All right, you're clear. All clear.
I mean, Patrick, it seems like even the assists on hard are making a huge difference. I mean, it seems like I normally don't end up in third after a lap.
All right, you're clear. Got a car low now. Okay to go, driver.
Calculated! Calculated! All day, calculated. Never worried.
All right, clear low.
Most calculated lap of my life. Oh, I messed this up. I messed this up bad. I hate it. 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 No!
All right, clear outside.
Oh, Tony, No. No. What? I was trying to restart. Ugh. That's annoying. I could have won that one. Patrick says it's been 2 days and the race is still delayed. Where is it? Where is it this week, Patrick? I know the weather out by me has been nutty. Not nutty, just like sketchy. Like it's been gray for days. Kind of rainy, kind of not. Kendra Girl says, I also got a new F1 racing game for my phone. I say that in quotes because it's actually a PSP game I'm playing on a PSP emulator. Oh, nice! And it's F1 2019. That's awesome. Do you connect a controller of any kind to your phone, Kendra Girl? Thriller Vlog says, what do you think of DDE Lamborghini Huracan Evo Airtime? I mean, I think that's a lot of words describing a car I've never seen. I'll Google it. Let's see what we got here. Oh. This thing is, this thing's pretty crazy. Yeah, I like it. I'm into it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about it though, but I like the look. Really. Topic NASCAR says, you know that Elliott Sadler crash bit from the stands, but at the end it's just Kyle Busch's face. I don't know that one. The race this week is in Texas. Yeah, I mean, it's that time of year. Weather's going to start getting crazy in this hemisphere of the world. Nice. Kendra Girl says, I use my PS4 controller to play games on a PSP emulator. That's awesome. I will sometimes... I haven't done it in a while, but I used to sync up just an Xbox controller to my phone to play different things. Or if I was playing like an older game, I wish I had one around here. I'd show you guys. But I have these, they're basically replica Super Nintendo controllers, but they're Bluetooth. So they're like Bluetooth Super Nintendo controllers. So I will use those. Hey, and perfect timing. I just ended the race here. So Joel is ready to join the stream. So give me a quick second here. What is Joel's Xbox name, though? Here it is. It says you're offline, Joel, if you are currently watching this. Kriller says it's a one of one. Yeah, so that is that car is going to be worth some money, I would assume. They're only doing one of them. Kendergirl says, I would use my Xbox One controller, but I'm not sure if an Xbox One controller would work on a PSP emulator. I think it probably would, Kendergirl. As long as you can... what's the word? Like, as long as you can map the buttons in your emulator, it just depends on the emulator you're using. But there's probably a good chance it'll work. You just might have to map the buttons once, but after you do it once, I bet it would work. But also, if it's already working fine with your PlayStation controller, why change it, you know? But if you ever need to, probably possible. Alright, it is still saying Joel is offline. So I'm going to continue. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Oh, one more race in this season. Next up, we got a couple of short tracks. Topic NASCAR says, I got footage of Elliott Sadler Pocono crash. I did not hear about that one. Kendergirl says, it probably does have controller mapping somewhere. It's the most popular. Oh yeah, PPSSPP. I use that as well, but on my PC. That's a good emulator. I don't play a ton of PSP games because I never had a real PSP, so I don't have like the nostalgia for it. But in the few that I dabble in, that's the one I use. Alright, let's see if Joel is good here. I get dog hairs in my mouth every 5 seconds. Also, I'm not a giant. These are just the tiny cans. So if you're wondering why I look like Shaq holding a Coca-Cola, this is a smaller than normal can. Okay, Joel is on his way. Kriller asks, do you think the SSC Tuatara, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, 331 mile per hour run was a lie? So I am not sure, Kriller, but the guy who's just about to join, Joel Stocksdale, there's a much better chance that he will know what that is and have an opinion on it than I will. He's one of our editors at Autoblog, and he just knows a ridiculous amount about cars, way more than I could ever hope to. Oh, nice. Kendergirl says you could try Midnight Club 3 then. It was released on PSP. It just wasn't the remix version. It was just the Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. So what's the difference between that and the remix again, Kinder Girl? And I know it's not on the right cam this time. I am just waiting on. Not waiting on anything really. I'm just trying to find Joel so I can invite him. And my friends list is too long. Way too long. Oh, nice. The remix has more I guess that makes sense. Has more music, Tokyo as a city, and additional cars. Nice. Oh. Joel invited me to join voice. Okay. It says it's connecting here. I will believe it when I see it. Xbox parties are not good, unfortunately. Oh, sounds like we're in business. Hey, what is up?
Hey, sorry about the technical difficulties.
No, I was just explaining that it is 100%. Xbox parties are just trash. It's nothing on your end.
Well, a little bit was, because so I am close to being done having my PC built and ordered a copy of Windows to install. And to do so, to use the store to buy a copy of Windows, you have to log in.
Yes.
And create a Microsoft account.
Yep.
Like, I just have my Xbox thing on my phone just permanently logged in because I don't want to have to input my password over and over.
Sure.
But that means that I forgot what that password was. I had to reset that password, and I forgot that was tied to this app, and so I had to reset it again because I couldn't type it in right.
Yep.
Like, forget it. I'm just going to reset it again.
That's classic. That's actually the best security, is if you just change your password every day, so much that you yourself forget it. Nobody can social engineer you.
And it's one of those things where, like, I end up having to do this a lot for a lot of different accounts.
Because there's too many.
And it's like, at what point does this kind of defeat the purpose? And, like, can we just have this sort of non-password two-factor identification?
That's the thing, is like, I feel like if you... Two-factor has saved me, like, a few times. There are people... I bet more than 50% of the people in this chat's passwords are somewhere in a document on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have two-factor. I've gotten text messages of, like, are you trying to log into this? And I'm like, no. No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But Joel, so we just skimmed over the first... Did you say that you are building a PC? Or did I hear that incorrectly? Okay.
No, you heard it correctly. So a friend of mine, because I had been thinking about building a PC, and a friend of mine who has significantly upgraded his a while back still had all those old components, and so he just let me have those, and so stuffing those into a case, and then I'll be good to go.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
So it's not going to be anything kind of crazy powerful or whatever, but it's enough to get me going.
Of course. That's all you need. That's the beauty of PC, is like, if you really want to, you can just upgrade it incrementally. Just kind of as you go. That is really cool. So I want... Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to stop attempting to race here while I read this out. Somebody had a question, Joel, that I thought you... There's a much better chance that you have heard of this, because I've not. The SSC Tuatara. Are you aware of this?
Yes, the SSC
Tuatara. That's what... Yep, that's what I said. Pronounced it exactly correctly. So Kriller Vlog wants to know, do you think the 331 mile per hour run by that car was legit, or do you think it was a lie?
So we've actually been talking about this in the office, and we're pretty certain that the record was legitimate.
Wow, that's
especially
crazy.
Because here's the thing, like, well, and so the official record is 316 miles per hour, and that's because the record comes from an average of running in one direction and then running in the other direction.
Oh,
that way
okay.
That way you compensate for having like a tailwind and things.
That makes sense.
So, like, that's the official speed, and I think that because they got to like 331 going one direction and a little bit less going the other direction, you get 316.
Yeah.
And the reason we think it's legit is that, I mean, they had lots of people measuring it. They had people from Guinness World Records there to verify it. I mean, we're fairly certain the speed is legitimate. We were kind of wondering if maybe some of the complaints that, like, I haven't seen all of the allegations, but we were kind of wondering that maybe what is being latched onto is that the footage in the video may not have been the record run.
Ah, yep.
It could have been like test runs and things.
That makes
some
sense.
B-roll that didn't quite match up with the final record run.
I mean, are there like internet sleuths like trying to deduce the speed from that video? Like, how would you even be able to tell at those speeds?
Oh, by the way, I think you may need to reset your headset.
Yeah,
because I'm getting that like.
I will. Give me 5 seconds. I will do that right now for you.
Got it. Cool.
Yep. For everybody who doesn't know what just happened, my headset does this cool thing where it sucks sometimes, and it's really bad for the person on the other end. So, and resetting it usually helps that. So hopefully it did. Is this better? Check, 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 check. Oh no. Uh-oh. Did we lose Joel?
Okay.
Oh no, there we go. There we go.
So, the primary allegation that we've seen comes from a famous like supercar YouTuber, Shmee150.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of Shmee.
And so what I gather, and I mean, I may not have the details. I haven't looked at this super closely. And the details come from, and we talked about this because we wrote a story talking with like the test driver that was saying that at one point there was a crosswind that like kicked the car over like a lane or two.
Whoa, that is sketchy.
Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get to these speeds,
yeah,
things get scary.
Of course, yeah.
And I think I think like that doesn't show up like in the final video. So I don't know. I think there are people that are kind of like, I don't know if this all adds up, but also like, because I guess I haven't actually watched the video all the way through, but from what I recall, I mean, it's a fairly edited video because they wanted to make it polished and look nice and be an advertising piece for the company. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty darn certain that the record is legit.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that it'd be tough to fake that with a bunch of like professionals there. I feel like that. So I also want to acknowledge. So Kriller says, Is there any possible way I could join the Autoblog community in the future? Just asking, though. I mean, what do you mean, Priller? Yeah, like, I mean, our community isn't really anything. There are no, like, rule. I mean, there are, you know, be nice. But, but, like, there's no, like, official. I mean, you're here. You're chilling. You're part of the community. If you wanna hop in, I was gonna say if anybody wants to do multiplayer later, probably like in 20 minutes or so, if anybody who has this game wants to jump in some multiplayer, super down to do that. Just let me know if anybody wants to play. We'll get it going.
The only rule about Autoblog community is don't talk about Autoblog community.
Yeah. Except the opposite of that. Talk about it at all times.
Right.
Tell everyone you know. Oh, man. And I see some more... Oh, so Joel, so you'll be proud of me here. What, dude? Oh, my God, calculated. 360. I'm still in top 10. Oh, my God. So Patrick convinced me to... Oh, we're good. We're good. I got through it. Patrick convinced me to...
Delay on the
Patrick convinced me to turn off... So I was on normal assists, and he convinced me to turn it to hard because your car goes faster. And I did not realize that the assists go from like 50% on almost everything to 15. So it's a pretty drastic drop. But I feel like I'm doing okay. I've gotten top 10 every race so far with these new settings, so I'm pretty stoked about it.
Nice.
Let's see. So Kriller says, we already talked about this. Kender Girl says, I still am trying to comprehend how a car can go faster than 300 miles an hour without completely falling apart. Yeah, good construction. I mean, I think we probably should mention, you know, rest in peace to Jesse Combs, the current record holder for fastest. What is it exactly? I think it's like the fastest woman land speed record.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, it's if that's not the exact wording, that's the sentiment of it. It's a land speed record. Fastest woman to do it.
Yeah.
And she got
fastest woman on Earth.
Do you have the number she hit? I thought she was in like 5 or 6.
Yeah, 522.783 miles per hour.
Insanity. Absolute insanity. But as we know, I mean, it's a very scary, very dangerous business. Trying to do that. So yeah, your fears are well founded, Kender Girl. I guess is the point of that. And unfortunately, we've lost some really amazing people trying to set these records, but it is crazy, man. Humanity is going to keep chasing that speed. That is for sure. I think forever and ever and ever.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Hey, okay, so we're moving up to the truck series, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Something about the photo of the dude they use as your agent or whatever just cracks me up.
I know, it's so generic.
He just has like this goofy look on his face, like his hair and like his eyes are like doing like, oh,
yeah.
Hey, I got some good news.
I would never trust that guy at all. Kender Girl says, "Wow, R.I.P. to her." Kriller also says, "All right, yeah, no, indeed, she was an amazing person, obviously huge in the motorsports community. If you're not aware of Jessie Combs, definitely throw her a Google. I mean, she led an amazing life for sure." All right, so I think I'm gonna join a team here, but I don't. Do I have to do anything, or can I just pick one? I guess I could just pick one. Reum Brothers. Let's do it. Oh, but I'm replacing a driver? Now I feel kind of... I'm gonna replace Josh Reum. No nepotism allowed. Get out of here, Josh. I took over your whole team. Like, this guy looks like he's holding an axe behind his back. That's what he looks like. Don't mind me. Great, I'll get everything set up and let you know when it's all in place. Cool. Thanks, Warren. Yeah, that's for sure, Kender Girl. Kender Girl says it's nothing to play with when you're going that fast. And that is for sure. It blows. Dude, I saw a video, and this is not going to be news to anybody in this chat, but I just saw a video that visualized it so crazy. It showed the same turn on the same tracks, and it showed a video of, like, NASCAR, like, stock cars going through it, and then it showed that same camera angle, and it showed F1 cars going through it. And the difference in speed is so astronomical, it's actually insane. Like, I did not comprehend that F1 cars go that much faster than NASCAR race cars. It blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, was this, like, what kind of corner was it? Was it like on an oval on like an oval track or like a road course?
No, I believe it was on a road course.
Okay. Yeah, NASCARs actually don't handle very well.
Yeah, I believe. I mean, why would they have to? You know, 90% of the time they're turning one way. They're doing one thing.
Right.
So I get it.
And like they have like hardly any aerodynamic like downforce aids, at least in comparison to F1 cars, where the front and back ends are all wing.
Yeah. Oh.
For downforce.
Yeah, I mean that's a necessity, or they'd be flying off the track. Those things seem, it's so crazy, like how obviously they're light comparatively, but they seem like obnoxiously light. Like they seem like you could flip one over. Obviously you couldn't, but like when they're really going, it just scares me, man.
Yeah, they're really light,
yeah.
But also all of the weight is way down low. So, I mean, you can't flip them really unless they're in an accident.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, I guess. But then the other thing that scares me is when they do get in an accident and they do leave the ground, it's like all over. It's like paper airplane at that point.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Because everything's designed to keep it from doing that in the first place.
Right.
When it does go up in the air,
game over.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about F1, shout out to Lewis Hamilton, who is I think now like officially the greatest of all time. I think it's pretty indisputable. Yeah,
I think he's got the most F1 wins of any person in history.
That is crazy. Good for him. That is wild. I don't know how old he is, but he still looks so young too.
Yeah, he's fairly young, I think.
That's crazy. Yeah, Patrick says our agent is definitely gonna murder someone when no one's watching. Yep. Agreed, probably.
Yeah, I think Michael Schumacher may have a couple more championships, but
not as many races.
But yeah, Hamilton has the most victories now.
Wild. Kender Girl says, my mom freaks out and says, no ma'am, when I mention being a NASCAR driver. For good reason, though. It really is dangerous. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so Michael Schumacher has 7 championship titles, and Lewis Hamilton has 6. So
wow, okay.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton is going to win this year. So,
so there you go.
Yeah.
Dang. Has he said anything about, like, is he planning on retiring anytime soon even? Or is he just going to keep going, just run up the scoreboard?
I mean, I think he's probably got another season or two in him.
Yeah,
but
you
I
would
think he is probably starting to kind of think about like what he's going to do next. He's starting a racing team in, I think it's called Extreme E, which is the off-road electric car racing series.
Dang, that's awesome. That I didn't know that. That actually makes me really excited. I'm sure he could bring some eyeballs to something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm.
And his
Go ahead.
And his current teammate and kind of rival at Mercedes, Nico Rosberg, is also starting a team in Extreme E.
Oh, so they're just gonna continue the rivalry. I love it.
Mm. I think it's a pretty friendly rivalry, but
sure.
But they keep each other on their toes.
Yeah, no, that's the best. I mean, that's how you blow up those lower tier sports. Is just get two like legends deciding that they want to one up each other, even if they're not the ones behind the wheel. I'm sure that can only be good. But I'm super interested in like any kind of electric racing. I like that, and I also, this is not new, but I wish like drone racing was more popular. That is so cool to me. I don't know if you ever watched any drone races.
Yeah,
man, they're cool.
I've seen videos. I've got to admit, it would be fun to get like a set of those camera goggles and like a racing drone and fly that around. That looks like a lot of fun.
Absolutely, it's like Mario Kart Live, but with drones. We were talking about it I was talking about it with some of the people on the studios team here at Autoblog, Joel, and we were talking about what Nintendo could do next after Mario Kart Live, because it's such an interesting idea. It's like, it's such a cool way to implement augmented reality, and we were talking about it would be awesome to see them attempt the same type of thing but with a drone and make it a Star Fox game.
Ooh.
How crazy would that be?
I like that a lot.
Because they make
That's
like
really good.
Yeah, right? Like, they make, like, crappy little, like, $35 drones, so that's definitely doable.
Mm-hmm. And if you could have, like, multiplayer battles.
Yes,
You're
dude.
shooting at your other,
Oh, my
your
God.
buddy's little drone.
Yes.
Oh, that actually also sounds way more fun than the Mario Kart, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. I mean, most people here now probably saw the stream Thursday, and you know my thoughts, but I also wrote up a few that are on Autoblog.com right now if you're interested. They were posted last Friday, but my thoughts were like, it's such a cool concept, but it's just like not quite. It's like they Nintendo'd it a little too much. Like they maybe dumbed it down a little too much, I think. But
yeah,
but it is a very cool concept. And that first time you start it up and you like see yourself in the screen with Mario, like it's awesome. It's definitely cool.
Let's go. Did you see any of the videos of like people playing the Mario Kart RC augmented reality thing, and they've got like cats, and the cats come in and start like swiping at the car?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's the same type of thing happened with my dog. My dog did not like it at all. At all. So clearly I'm not gonna get this practice goal, guys. So I'm moving on. FYI. But yeah, those were the best.
It's funny to see from like that video perspective that like cats and dogs just look absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up on the chat here before we move on to the qualifier. So Kriller says that's the reason F1 are called the fastest cars. And then Kriller says he has a bike named after him, MV Augusta Dragster LH44. Oh yeah, LH44. That's sick. That's awesome. Then Kriller says he was with Ken Block who for the electric off-road stuff. That just seems like something Ken Block would be into. Kender Girl says, championships don't 100% define a legacy. That's like NBA fans use the fact that Steph Curry only has 3 rings to criticize Curry when he's very clearly the best shooter the game of basketball has ever seen. He will go down as an NBA legend, no doubt, or be remembered as an NBA legend, says Kender Girl. Patrick says, don't qualify on super speedways, you always start last. That sounds like a challenge to me, Patrick. I'm not starting last. Guaranteed. Not going to start last. And then Kriller says, I play Real Racing 3 on my phone and love it. Yeah, so I remember Real Racing 3. I actually liked Real Racing 3 when I think a year ago or so, I tested out a bunch of mobile racing games, and I believe that was one of my favorites. I think I liked that one. All right, I gotta focus up on this qualifier here. I can't let Patrick be right.
So kind of going in a totally different direction.
Yeah.
So have you been? So I just saw from our friends at Engadget, that are part of the big Verizon Media family. They posted a story about kind of dimensions and weight and stuff of the PlayStation 5.
Yes.
It's a heckin' chunk.
Yeah, it's a thick boy, as they say.
It's like 10 pounds.
Yeah, that is a thick boy. That is
like,
for sure.
Apparently, it's heavier than the Series X, but not by much. It's only like a pound heavier. So
Jeez.
The Series X weighs 9 pounds.
Yeah, I guess that's like they're huge. So I didn't see any of the information about it, but what I did see was like a single tweet from like a video game influencer that I follow. It said something along the lines of like, people complained for years and years and years, like, make everything cooler, make everything quieter, and now everybody's mad that everything's bigger. And I think that's fair, because I think I attribute it to, I don't know as much about the construction of video game consoles, but I know a little bit about the construction of smartphones, and for those, I equate it to the same type of thing of like, stop making the phones thinner. No, literally no one in the universe has ever cared. Just give us better battery life, better everything. Just make the phones thicker. And I think that's probably the mindset that Sony and Microsoft were using for these consoles. And if it was, I applaud that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, I do think that's, like, surprisingly heavy.
No, it is, for sure. It's heavy.
Because my regular PS4 that I have, it can't weigh more than maybe 2 or 3 pounds.
Right.
At the most. So this is like 5 times heavy. But at the same time, like I think this will probably be one of the first generations of consoles where cooling is actually
not last, Patrick. Yes, for sure. Yeah, they're gonna try to do stuff like ray tracing and stuff. Yeah, that's a necessity.
Yeah, because like my regular PS4, there are times where it does sound like it is about to fly away. The fan is just ripping.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, if it's big and kind of heavy, but it's quiet and reliable, I will take that over being lightweight. Because the other thing is, you're not going to carry this thing all over the place.
True.
You're going to set it on a shelf, and that's what's going to sit.
True.
And I mean, like, I had a first generation PlayStation 3, and that thing was a freaking beast. And like, I think it actually should have been a little bit bigger and heavier in some ways, because at some point it fried its video card, and I was getting all these, like, graphical glitches, and I think it was a result of overheating.
Yeah.
There were a lot of times where like the fans were working hard.
Yeah. Also, Patrick, I was wrong. I did indeed qualify in last place. That is my bad. Whoops. I thought there were 40, not 32.
And Kinder Girl, the Ferrari 488 Pista, is a road car.
There you go.
Nice. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that the video feed is delayed.
Only slightly.
Wreck.
Only slightly. It's not too bad.
You just start reading all the sponsors. Safe Light, Solid Rock.
Did you see, Joel? I don't know how interested you are in this game, but did you see Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed again?
Oh no, did it?
Yeah, it did. It's not crazy though. They only delayed it until December 10th.
Okay.
Which honestly, I was mad initially. But I think I'm okay with it because it's gonna give me more time to complete Assassin's Creed Valhalla now.
There you go.
So there are too much. Because go ahead.
I asked for it for Christmas. So
Nice.
Like, as long as it's past December
Yep.
5th, I'm good.
Yep, that'll be good. It will be good.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Cyberpunk.
Dude, same here. That game looks amazing. That, Assassin's Creed, and for me, Call of Duty. I know not everybody's into Call of Duty, but I'm excited for the new Call of Duty as well. But it's going to be quite the winter for gaming.
And like everything that's come out about Cyberpunk 2077, it looks so much deeper and detailed than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah, I really think this is going to be this, like the WoW game of the next few years. Kind of like how Red Dead 2 was when it came out.
Yeah. It's a road car, Kinder Girl. Yeah, I'm super like even just all of the car stuff that's gonna be in it. I mean, it's got so many cool cars
and Keanu Reeves.
Yes. Yeah, I'm super excited. And even though I feel a little bit bad because I think what I've heard is that there's a lot of crunch happening at CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the real reason why they delayed it. I would assume. And if that's true, again, fair play. That's fine. But
yeah.
But also manage your time and expectations better, CD Projekt Red. Like, also, I just want to acknowledge to everyone that I went from last place to 5th place, and that's maybe the best truck race I've ever raced in this game.
Yeah, but you still didn't win.
I know. I feel I was trying to think of... Jeez, take two. I was thinking of trying something crazy, but I did not. Because I
a rare moment of restraint.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God! So clearly we're making way more money in this season. We're getting like 10 grand a race earlier. Now I'm getting 83. That is, I'll take that for sure. All right, let me get caught up here. Kinder Girl was talking to Joel. Patrick said, wait, what do you mean, Patrick? Patrick said, I believe it's possible on easy, medium, maybe, hard, no, legend, not even close. Patrick said, that's last because there's 32 trucks. Oh, you probably mean like it's impossible to qualify. I see what you're saying. Kriller said, Kriller is leaving, sounds like? Kriller just said bye. And then Kriller said, I hate the fact that I forgot my Twitch username. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. And then Patrick said they probably delayed it because they want to make sure everything is perfect, no glitch. Yeah, I mean, it's that, but, like, it's probably everything. It's like, they want to make sure it's no glitches, but they also want to make sure probably that they're not working their people 24 hours a day. Hopefully. They still might be, to be honest. Never know.
Yeah, I think they're probably still working pretty hard.
Yeah. The only thing that gives me, like, I'm so torn on the whole crunch thing, because I think, like, if you're working on something like a game like Cyberpunk 2077, I would guess most people who are working on that are probably pretty passionate about it. And if you are, like, if anybody's ever done anything creative, you know that when you're passionate about a creative project, you just want to work, like, it's not overtime, you're just, like, trying to make the best thing you can. So if that's, like, I understand that, but what I don't like is if other people on the team are just trying to, like, get through their day job, and they feel like it's like not required, but if they feel like they're being, like, guilted into working all this crazy overtime, I don't like that at all. I feel like that should not be allowed. But I did see that apparently, I don't know if it's CD Projekt Red's CEO or whatever, but he said, like, look, like, these people are being very well compensated for their time, so it's not like we're, like, trying to take advantage of people. So I don't know. I'm very torn on the issue, I guess.
Well, I mean, the problem is that, like, in almost every single case of crunch, like, everybody on the team, like, wants to make this happen and is usually into their projects.
Right.
It's just that they often get forced into a lot of, like, unpaid overtime and or just generally extremely long hours. Just sustained over weeks and weeks.
Right.
And, like, you can be as passionate as you want, but at a certain point, like,
yeah, it's, like, unhealthy.
Compensated. Yeah, you need to be compensated, and also, like, I mean, like, given reasonable hours and time, like,
yeah,
like, you can't. Yeah, it's
no, I agree.
I agree. You gotta be humane.
No, I totally agree. Oh, hey, Kriller. Nice. Kriller got the password. Very nice. Ender Girl says, I apologize deeply, Joel, but I still didn't hear you. He said that it is indeed a road car. Google is correct. It is definitely a road car. Yep. Patrick says, cup races are over 100K, and if you own a team, you get almost $1 million. So I probably should have owned my own team. I guess maybe I'll run my own team again after the truck series. Sounds like maybe that's the move.
Well, and so I think also one of the big issues with, like, crunch is that, like, people are not being compensated appropriately for the amount of work that they're putting in.
Yeah. You can't give people mandatory overtime and then be like, whoopsies, your salary. We're not giving you any extra money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can do that, but you shouldn't. It's unethical.
And the worst cases have been with, like, the really big game publishers like Activision and EA, where, like, the CEOs are making millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Right, yeah.
The game devs are making significantly less.
Yeah. Nowhere close that's for sure. Close to that, if I can speak. Alright, can I get the practice goal here? Does not look like it. Hey, just barely. Alright, we'll move on. Kriller says, bye for today. It was great watching you play, and the information on the SSE I'm sure I nailed that. For sure, Kriller. No, thanks for hanging out. You're always welcome. Like, we do it same time every Tuesday and Thursday. Tender Girl says, okay, because I knew it was road legal, but I just didn't know if it was technically a road car or not. It is indeed. Kriller says, my Twitch crashed. That is not good.
Let's go.
And I barely got the practice goal. We'll see if I can get lucky and get the qualification goal here. Joel, first of all, stop me if we've already talked about this. I can't remember, but I know previously we've talked about the Arkham games, obviously, before. And you were saying that you really loved Arkham Asylum, and I think you said you didn't like the open worldness of Arkham City. So you kind of steered away from the rest of them after Arkham Asylum? Is that right, or am I misremembering?
No, that's right.
Okay, so I was kind of the opposite. I had never played Arkham Asylum, but I had played City and Night and Origins. How did I get it? Whoa! I just barely got the qualifier time. Nice.
Yeah, because City came after Asylum, and Night came after City, and Origins is a prequel.
Yes. So one of the games I bought just to try my new PC out and to get my Steam library going, they had like a crazy deal on like the Arkham trilogy, so I picked that up. It was like super cheap. So I've been playing for the first time Arkham Asylum. Based on my time with Arkham Asylum, dude, you have to try Arkham City. It is an identical game. I'm not kidding. Like, the open worldness in Arkham City basically only amounts to the open worldness of, like, the outdoor parts of Arkham Asylum. And it's no crazier than that. And if you liked Arkham Asylum, I'm so sure you'll love City. So I'm here to encourage you to give it a try. I think you'll really love it. And I think the open worldness is not anywhere close to as bad as you are maybe fearing.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's and also Arkham Asylum still way holds up. Those games are so good. I've been really loving it. I'm glad I decided to jump in because it's the only one I haven't played, weirdly. And I've been really loving it.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Breaking news from Patrick.
Uh-oh. What'd he say? Oh, nothing yet. See, breaking news.
I lost you for a second there. I didn't quite catch what you said.
No, I was saying, what did he say? But I just glanced over and I see he just said breaking news.
Yeah, that's...
Stay on the bottom. Farther on the inside.
No!
You're all clear up top. Inside. Inside.
Okay, oh, we got 5 laps on this one. Okay. By the way, if anybody, let me know if anybody in the chat wants to do multiplayer after this race. I didn't really realize the time, but I will happily.
Patrick says that there's a NASCAR Texas race looking to run in a parking lot. I'm not quite sure how that works.
What?
I've seen big Walmart parking lots, but not that big.
Yeah, what in the world? I know it's been delayed for a few days, but I don't know why doing it in a Walmart parking lot would do anything at all. Oh man, that is Nah, yeah, never mind. I don't want to be mean here. I don't know why sometimes NASCAR steers into the most negative aspects of its associations with people who are not big NASCAR fans. I'll say that. Sometimes, not always. They've been doing really good lately. Actually, I'm really proud of NASCAR lately. But that one's very questionable if that's true.
They should race mobility scooters around the parking lot.
Yes! Absolutely. I want to see everybody on an Irby. If you guys don't know what an Irby is, please Google it. It's URB-E.
It's a bit of an inside joke at the office.
Let me see. I think I missed Axel. What's up, Axel? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Sorry I missed your initial thing. Patrick just kind of blew my mind with this news. But I'm very skeptical that this is real until I see proof. Axel says, "Do you play Rocket League?" Yes, I do play Rocket League. I'm a huge fan of Rocket League.
He gets mad when he plays Rocket League.
I do get very angry when I play Rocket League. I've been on a streak lately though, so my rage levels have been more manageable.
That also means it's probably gonna break soon.
Yes.
He's gonna get angry.
Yeah, for sure. That's absolutely.
Eric is the Hulk, but without the superpowers.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just always angry, but I don't get anything for it, except for hypertension.
That's my secret. I'm always angry.
Man, I watched, like, just a compilation of, like, the greatest moments from the MCU over the weekend. Man, some of the, like... I'm sure they would mean nothing to people who aren't heavily invested in the MCU, but that series knows how to tug on the heartstrings. For sure. My God. Even just that I'm always angry scene is just, like, so well executed. So good. And then when, spoiler alert for a 7-year-old movie at this point, but when, the Vision picks up Thor's hammer and everybody's like, "What?" My theater went ballistic when that happened when I saw it in the movies. Literally ballistic. People were screaming. It was crazy. It was such a cool moment. Kendra Girl says, "The 2004 Blob Eye Subaru Impreza WRX STI. These cars gotta get shorter names. Is apparently still worth $18,000 16 years later. According to some prices I saw when just looking at pictures of them. That's when you know a car was a legend. That is for sure. Or just when they didn't produce enough of them. Either way.
Oh no, they made plenty of them.
Did they?
It's
Okay.
just that, especially to find a clean, unmodified one is hard.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people bought them, modified them a lot, drove them real hard, blew them up.
Yeah.
And they'll take a lot, but I mean, at a certain point, I mean, everything wears out, so
Yeah, for sure.
doesn't matter what kind of car it is.
Indeed. I think, Axel, are you trying to... I'm not going to play right now, unfortunately. We're gonna keep doing NASCAR Heat for the rest of this stream, but we might be doing Rocket League on Thursday, if you're back Thursday. Maybe. I haven't 100% decided yet, but there's a chance we could be doing Rocket League Thursday, and then I will gladly 1v1 you on Thursday. If you are around, but I just don't want to change it, you know. Everything's set up for NASCAR, and it's such a... People don't realize how much of a pain it is to, like, switch games midstream. It's not a pain, but it's just a bad user experience, because Twitch, you can change it, but YouTube, you can't really, like, change your title or anything. It's just kind of a hassle.
All right, you're clear.
Practice goal achieved once again. Axel says, okay. Next session? Joel, how stoked are you for Dirt 5? I've been dreaming about it.
Go, go, go.
Uh-oh, did we lose Joel? Or maybe Joel lost me momentarily.
I did it briefly. What did you say?
I was saying, how stoked are you for Dirt 5? I've been dreaming about it.
I'm pretty excited.
I am too.
Like everything we've seen so far looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. It does indeed. When is the release date for that game? Do you happen to know offhand? Or even just like in general? It's very soon,
Sorry,
right? The release
Say that
date?
again? Yeah, I think it comes out like either next week or the week after.
Whoa.
My dog is licking my arm a lot.
That is a classic dog move.
Classic dog.
making her people proud.
Mhm.
Alright, am I gonna make the qualifier goal? Up! Yes! No! Oh! I didn't get last place though.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. It was very close.
And there were a lot of other people that also got very close.
Yeah, my God. Patrick says, if they confirm this, I'm gonna die. Why not just run the Texas road course? The simple road course. Only difficult part is the exit of turn 3. So, Patrick, assuming you're not messing with everyone, why... It's still Texas. Why would they just not do it on the course? Like, what's the... I mean, if it's safety concerns, I can only assume a random Walmart parking lot is going to be a billion times more dangerous in any circumstance.
Stay high up here. Inside. All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear. Still there. You got room.
Ooh, I beat him. Beat him on the inside. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull that off.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, got one outside. All right, you're clear.
Yeah, I'm doing like a quick Google search for NASCAR in Texas, and I'm not seeing a thing about a parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick's known to say outrageous things that have no basis in truth. I'm just calling it like I see it, Patrick. I'm not saying this one is a lie, but you say some crazy stuff sometimes.
Like this, like I mean, there was the race, like the Texas race was the
Yep,
for
yep.
rain, and they're trying to start it today, but I see absolutely nothing about a parking lot.
Stay high up here.
Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot
Your line. Got one inside.
to race NASCAR in. That's the remix.
High lane clear. Got one inside. 2 left to go.
I hate being on the outside so much.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, 3 wide. Clear low, bud. 3 wide.
Back on the inside. Catch this guy's draft. I did. No.
All clear.
Oh my god. Oh.
White flag, next time by. Car outside. Top spray, use it if you need it.
Oh, I don't like this. I do not like this. Oh no, we're fine. All right, 5th place. I'll take it. Wait, why is 7? Oh, that's some points. Did you just turn on water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, oh my god. What happened?
Something caught fire. I need water.
Axel dropped the good vibes emoji. Oh, are these grenade hearts? They're sick. I think those are heart grenades.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm a fan. Excellent. So what's funny is I can actually see the emojis from Twitch, but I can only read the names of the emojis from YouTube. So I see that Axel also just dropped a stay home and thanks doc emoji, but I can't actually see what they look like. But I love it.
Yeah, my dog was just outside and it's raining.
Ah.
And she just shook.
Oh, yeah, that's classic. My dog is so weird. It's like sometimes she is unsure about the rain, but I feel like when she goes out into the rain, she realizes she loves it, and then she just runs around and goes crazy. But no, she's a weird dog.
My dog generally does not like rain. And when she comes in and she's wet, I don't know what it is, but something about it like bothers her. Like she almost acts like it itches, and so like I'll be like scratching her head, and she'll just be like leaning away in and like moving her head around.
Yeah.
Like, get this off me. Like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Patrick says NASCAR denied the link. Where are you getting this probably fake information, Patrick? I gotta know. Where is this coming from? Kendra Girl says, yes, they are heart grenades. There's this girl I watch on Twitch, and she plays a lot of shooting games, and she's an army vet. That's one of the emotes. Someone gifted me a 1-month subscription. That is awesome. Those are great emotes. Dang, whoever made those. Shout out to their design skills.
Clear the pit, hammer down.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
I wanted to make a graphic design to my hobby joke, but those actually look pretty good. So.
Yeah, right? Yeah, those are super well done.
Or graphic design is my passion.
It's my passion. Man, that is one thing that I wish I was better at. I got the any small amount of creative talent I might have all went to the audio world, and literally none of it went towards visual. And and I just wish I had a better eye for like photography, and I wish I was better at like graphic design and stuff. When I was super young, I used to draw, but it was just like it was the way that like I just drew Goku over and over and over. So like I'm sure I have a million drawings of Goku.
The number of drawings are over 9,000.
Over 9,000. What? 9,000? Oh God.
Yeah, I have absolutely no musical ability whatsoever, but I feel like I've got decent visual skills.
Yeah.
I did take a class, a couple of graphic design classes in college, which were really
Nice.
good, and I enjoyed them a lot. But the amount of work involved was insane.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And it's one of these things where it's like, it's just getting the last little details just right.
Yep.
Takes so long. So infuriating.
Dude, it is literally exactly the same with music. Like, you can be 90% done in 10% of the time, but the next 10% to get it over the hump takes 90% of the time, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And man, it was one of these things where, like, I heard from, like, some of my, like, classmates that were, like, graphic design majors and how they just spent, like, all their time in the graphic design lab.
Yeah.
I never fully understood it until, like, the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Coming up for, like, our final projects. And I had a couple of all-nighters in that lab, like, finalizing designs, printing them out, putting stuff together. Oh.
Man, that's so cool though, because now you never have to do that again, and you have the foundational knowledge. So
Yeah.
that is something I wish. Yeah, my marketing degree from and you know what? I'll say that I will gladly and proudly say this: the worst college in the history of the world, Baker College, is where my degree is from. It's a scam. If you're thinking about going to Baker, trust me, don't. It's a scam. Really, don't go to any proprietary school. Go to a university or a state school. You'll be fine.
You mean for profit?
Yeah, for profit. But no, it's an absolute scam. I didn't learn a single thing. You would think that a bachelor's degree in marketing would include even one visual design class, but it didn't. It didn't. Why would it? Why? Why would you ever need to know anything about graphics for marketing? Even though that's 99% of what people who claim to be marketers should be doing. But I don't want to go on another marketing is fake rant, so I'll stop there. But don't, for real though. I make a lot of jokes. For real, don't go to Baker College. I am telling you, don't do it. That is not a joke. It will be a waste of money.
Yeah, I don't think I know anything about Baker College, but yeah,
It's trash.
You should stay far away.
Oh yeah, all of them are trash. Because then I went to Baker College, and then I worked at a different for-profit school, and it also was an absolute scam, pure trash. I felt so bad for just all the kids who applied there, and then I quit. And 6 months later, that school, at least that location, shut down. So, good.
Because I think University of Phoenix is like the like infamous one.
Yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
everybody knows about, and like you should save your money for a different school.
Yeah, for sure. It is big time not worth it. God, and they will use so many scummy tricks to just be like, no, our financial aid department will definitely help you pay for it. Like, oh, you mean they'll scam you into having to pay back this ridiculous amount of money for the next 40 years of your life? Okay. But it's not good. But, what was even the point of that? Oh, because graphic design. Yeah, because you would think that I would have had even one graphic design class, but I unfortunately did not. I really wish I did. I really wish I did.
Staying high up here.
Also, I think I'm going to give up on this practice goal. I don't think I'm going to hit it. Oh, God, I'm going to do one more lap. I got really close that time. I shouldn't even have brought up the whole colleges thing. I'm so mad, like, just thinking about it. I'm so mad. I hate it because these schools are like, we're helping, like, underprivileged kids. It's like, no, you're literally screwing them. Like, people talk about the trap. That's the trap. Making these kids that have negative money from families with negative money agree to $100,000 education in which they're gonna learn nothing. That's insane. That's actually insane and disgusting. And if I ever become, I've said this before, but my goal is if I ever make like millions of dollars, the one like cause more than anything that I would want to put it towards is to make for-profit colleges illegal. Because I hate them so much. I really think they ruin lives.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things where, like, really the much, much, much better option would be your local community college.
Yes!
And
yes, dude.
Because most of those are still pretty good.
Absolutely.
And they can offer a really great starting point for, like, transferring into another school if you want.
Absolutely. 100%.
Like, it's a much better route.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if a school is a for-profit one, stay far away from it.
Yes, please. That is for sure. Okay, clearly I'm not going to get this practice goal, so we're going to move on. Let's see.
The other thing that didn't help me out with the graphic design stuff is that I mixed up. Oh, so like there were a couple of like.
Can I cut in real quick, Joel? I'm sorry. I just want to say,
yeah.
Patrick, let's go. If you want to do online, I'll start it up right now. I just didn't know anybody wanted to play, but I'll back out and start it right now, Patrick. So jump in my game if you would like to play. But go ahead, Joel.
Yeah, one of the things that didn't help me with the graphic design stuff is that, like, I didn't fully understand the differences between a couple of sort of the basic classes, and I just assumed that, like, graphic design 1 was like, okay, that's where I should start. When apparently a prerequisite for that was,
that's so classic, yeah.
was intro to graphic design. And really, I shouldn't have taken either of those. What I probably should have taken was graphic design for communication majors is really what I should have taken.
Dude. Oh, man. Schools! I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that crap anymore.
But they still let me take graphic design 1. And they let me take intro simultaneously. So I was taking 2 graphic design classes at the same time. And so I had to, like,
oh my
double
God.
up projects that I had to do. I got good grades in both courses, and to be completely honest, I think I could have taken graphic design 1 without the prerequisite.
Nice.
And I think that's mainly just because I'm pretty comfortable with computers.
Yeah, I think that helps a lot, for sure. For sure.
It was one of those things where, so, I had like a couple other fairly computer-heavy courses. I had a multimedia storytelling that had, like, stuff like really basic photojournalism, doing video editing and video projects, doing audio editing, things like that, and also a web design course that is all in HTML, which is kind of fun and rewarding, but also in some ways not. I mean, it's been helpful in my life to kind of understand how some of that stuff works, but for most people, something like Squarespace, something would be significantly more
totally
useful and practical.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still an insane amount of customization you can do with Squarespace, or what's the other big? I'm blanking on the other like big one other than Squarespace.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I guess WordPress, probably WordPress.
Yeah, but I think Squarespace has more like beginner-friendly tools.
So, I think you're right, but I did not realize this, but there are two. Not versions, but there's like 2 different kinds of WordPress, and I think one of them is like if you don't want to deal with like the hosted stuff, and it's more like beginner. It's more like Squarespace. And the reason I know this, because when I made a website, I didn't want that one, and I accidentally did that one, and then it screwed up my whole week because I had to like change everything and get the more like quote professional one. But anyways, also I realized my face cam is dead, guys. I'll try to fix that.
But yeah, one of the things that was always interesting about those classes was seeing the people who were very comfortable with computers and the people who were very not comfortable with computers.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, like, key commands are so essential for really any creative software. And like, if you don't have... Like, if you don't know, like, I know there are people who, like, don't know, like, Control-C and Control-V for copy and paste. And it's like, if you don't know that, you're going to have a rough time learning something like Photoshop. Or Pro Tools, or Premiere, or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and really, like, these, like, multimedia storytelling, like, web design classes, they were more basic than that. Like, it wasn't necessarily about learning the software, but kind of, like, basic editing, kind of best practices, like how long clips should be, and, like,
nice.
Making sure that you get sound levels right, and
Yep.
how to, like, splice clips together,
Yeah,
and things
totally.
like that. So, like, a little higher level. It wasn't like digging deep into, like, Final Cut and Premiere and things.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was really great. I learned a lot. But yeah, it was interesting just how so many of my class, like, I did a lot of helping out my classmates, like, when something happened they weren't sure what to do,
yeah,
they kind of freeze up and, like, I don't want to do anything, touch anything, what just happened. And I'm like, it's fine, you can just undo.
Yeah.
And now you're back to where you were. That's all good.
The only things, the most scary things for me in, like, creative software like that is when something in the software changes, like if the view changes and I don't know what I did, where it's like, it's not an undoable thing, like you can't just Control-Z it. That stuff scares me. And I'm like, oh God,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to Google this because I don't know how to describe what I just did. But it always works out. But
Yeah.
This is a wild race. You guys are racing like crazy people up ahead of me.
Who's Do It for Dale?
I don't know. I really like that name though. Do It for Dale. Also, so I realized I didn't respond to this. Kenda Girl said, "Whoa." Kenda Girl said, "Is University of Phoenix bad?" Look, I've never attended it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say definitively, yes, it's bad. Don't go to the University of Phoenix. Don't go to Baker College. Just just Google for-profit colleges and why they're terrible. And you will learn a lot of disgusting things. For instance, one thing I learned is that Baker College likes, I don't know if they still do this, but back in the day, they used to like to say that, like, we have like 97% of our graduates, like, find jobs after they graduate. And there are quite literally so many asterisks attached to that they don't tell you in that statement. It's insane. 99% of the people, I don't think it was 99, I'll be fair. I think it was also like 96 or 97, but it was in the high 90s. It was like 90-something% of people who enroll in Baker College never finish a degree. So, yeah, pretty obviously the people who are motivated enough to finish a degree are going to be much more likely to go get a job. So it's like, that stat is so misleading and so ridiculous. It's like, why don't you tell people that 99% of people drop out of your garbage school, Baker? Like, put that on a billboard. I hate them so much. I'm done. I just hate them.
Come and see another rant in 5.
No, I'm good.
But
I'm tempted, but I'm good. Is this Patrick in front? Because if so, Patrick, you are crushing, dude.
no, this is Patrick.
Outside. Got a car low now.
This guy behind me is really trying to mess me up. He is failing. Oh no, I messed myself up. Ah, he messed himself up worse. Do it for Dale invited me to a voice chat. Oh. No, I thought I saved it. Ah. Dale, if you are watching, I'm trash.
Oh. Oh.
Dale, if you're watching, unfortunately we can't voice chat with viewers. Joel and I are both we both work for Autoblog.com, and this is the official Autoblog live stream. So it's kind of like a corporate type of thing. So unfortunately, we can't just let random people in the party. But nothing against you. What is this, dude? I just want to drive straight.
Car on the outside now. Got a car high now.
Oh, Joey Logano. You remember when that guy was like our arch rival? I've kind of forgot Joey Logano existed.
Car outside. Hold your line.
That was such a weird time in Autoblog's life.
All right, you're clear.
Mm-hmm.
We were owned by a company called Oath, which existed for a grand total of like 3 minutes. And Oath had brand advisors, and one of them was Joey Logano. But after this happened, the reason why I specifically have a rivalry with Joey Logano, it's not a rivalry, he doesn't know who I am, but the reason why I have some feelings against Joey Logano is because after he was supposedly our brand advisor, quite literally, like a few weeks later, I was driving to our office, and like a few buildings down on the same street as our office was Joey Logano's race car. And we heard nothing about it. It was just at a random like gas station. It's like, are you kidding me? How do you not let us know that that's going to be 5 feet away from our office? And that really kind of annoyed me. I know it shouldn't. I know it's probably completely different teams, but get it together. We should have known about that. I would have loved to go check out Joey Logano's race car.
White flag. Bring it home.
I'm just glad that our company isn't called Oath.
Yeah, that was so bad. Dude, no offense if anybody from Verizon is watching this, but that was not a good name. Oath.
No.
I think they know. I mean, they failed fast. That's what they always tell us to do. So I think I'm not, they tried it, it clearly didn't work, and they failed fast and they got rid of it. So that's fine. I don't think anybody should be too.
Yeah.
Patrick, dude, I know. I gave up after I messed up. Patrick said I was so close to laughing you. That was not a good one for me. Kendra Girl says, I guess now that I think about it, I don't know of any famous athlete from the University of Phoenix. I don't think the University of Phoenix even has sports teams, to be honest with you. I could be wrong there.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, I would be shocked if they did.
Because it's one of those...
It's like an online type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom says, tell us how you really feel. Yeah, no, I mean, I hate them. Kendra Girl says, I know this is so random, but I have a gigantic teddy bear and I love it so much. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I wish I could hug my dog like a gigantic teddy bear, but she does not like cuddles, and it bums me out quite a bit.
Yeah, that sucks. My dog is super cuddly.
Yeah. I
She
think
likes hugs. And
she likes what?
she likes hugs
Ah.
and she likes being cuddled.
Yeah, that makes me jealous.
And she's a sturdy girl.
Yeah. I really just think it's like it's a breed thing for Melody because she's got so many. I mean, she's 4 different types of all herding breeds. So she's just got like so she's just got energy coming out her ears. So it's like if you try to touch her, it's just instinct.
It's energy to the power of 4.
Yeah. But it's so funny because she even does this thing. And I Googled this. I mean, who's to say how true this is, but it seems plausible that it's like whenever you try to like pat her head, or like scratch her ears or anything, on the first attempt, just seems to be reflexively, she just dodges. Like, she doesn't even have to see. Like, you could come in from behind her, and like her ears and head will move out of the way. And I looked up like, what is that? And apparently that is an instinct that herding breeds have to help them from getting stepped on when they're when they're like running around all these like.
That makes sense.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. You know, so my brother's dog kind of does the same thing. I forget what they did a DNA test on him to see what breeds are in him, but I think he's got a fair bit of poodle, but that wouldn't be, the poodles aren't herding dogs.
Right.
So,
but it's very lately it's become very in fashion to breed poodles with herding breeds, so I would not be surprised at all. I'm sorry, Patrick. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even see. And this is going to be the last one, probably. I also didn't see the time. My bad. But don't worry, Patrick, because you're still definitely going to win.
Actually, this just reminded me. I saw this hilarious thread of apparently when you breed like any other breed of dog with a corgi, you basically get a short version of that breed.
Ah, that's awesome. That's so funny.
They're like short huskies and like short Dalmatians. It looks so weird. Like my dad said that it kind of looked like Cotton Hill from King of the Hill, Hank's dad, that had his shins shot off in the war.
Is he? So I've never seen King of the Hill, but is that? No, it's not the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's one of the ones. That and The Simpsons and South Park are my 3 like really popular animated comedies that I've never.
What?
Yeah.
What? Eric, what are you doing?
I mean, there's so many. Those are just, I don't know. And at this point, it's like, so I never watched The Simpsons when I was younger because my mom didn't let me. I mean, when I was like way younger. I mean, The Simpsons has been around my whole life.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So fair. But and then since then, my first experience to The Simpsons was the movie, which for somebody who didn't watch The Simpsons was the worst movie ever. So I hated the movie because it seemed like just a bunch of in-jokes that I didn't understand. So I was like, I'm probably good on The Simpsons. But I love Futurama. Futurama is one of my favorite shows. So I believe The Simpsons is amazing because I know Matt Groening's good. But there's so much of it now.
Yeah. No, you need, like, I'm not that big a fan of South Park. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I get why people like it, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But no, King of the Hill and The Simpsons are great. And I mean, I am definitely one of those people that feels like The Simpsons has been on a bit of a downhill trajectory.
Yeah, past its prime.
Like, yeah, it's been around so long, and now we're getting territory of like really weird sort of time paradoxes since the family never ages.
Right.
And so, like, there were episodes in like the late 90s and stuff talking about like Marge and Homer's past, where they were growing up in like the 70s, but then
but they're still like 30.
Yeah. Well, and then like there's also kind of the shift from like landline phones and like regular
Right.
TVs and like old CRT TVs that the kids have grown up with, but now also they're now using like cell phones and all kinds of like technology. And it's like, wait, this is. I mean, you can have that suspension of disbelief for so long, but at a certain point, it's like, wait, this is getting weird.
Yeah.
Because like now I remember when they did all these things, but now, yeah, it's weird. And
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to explain, but you get it.
Yeah, for sure.
But King of the Hill is excellent as well.
No, I know. I've heard that one's really good, and that's one of the big ones that is just. Oh boy, that is just. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing against it, obviously, but it's just passed me by. But and South Park too, which is funny because like I'm sure I think South Park is for me. I think I would like it, and in fact, I love.
So too.
Yeah, like I've seen the movie Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah.
Which I'm just now understanding the joke. Jesus.
Are you
And
serious?
yeah, and wow. And that is funny. So I like that movie. I like Team America, and I really love. I've actually seen the musical Book of Mormon multiple times, and I love the musical The Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
So so I'm sure I would like South Park, but again, it's just one of those. It's like, do I really want to start a series with 500 episodes? The answer to that is no.
Yeah. Well, King of the Hill might be a good starting point because it did go off the air probably like 10 years ago or so.
Oh, I actually didn't even realize that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably in syndication on different.
Oh yeah,
networks,
no, I'm
but,
sure.
But the series ended years and years ago.
Wow, I did not realize that.
I think like mid to late 2000s was when it ended.
That's good to know.
But like, have you ever watched Office Space?
Yes, yeah. The
Same
yeah.
guy.
Oh, no way. I didn't know
Yeah.
that either. Dang. Yeah, that is one that I'll have to give a try. I'm completely seriously, I thought that show was still going on. I thought they were still making new episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it ended kind of, I think, on like the second revival of like Family Guy
Gotcha.
and American Dad.
The second, man, that is it's so funny how many times Fox tried to cancel that show. I think one of the best Family Guy gags is after the second time they came back, and it was a very meta thing on like are we canceled? And it's like, well, unless all of these shows, and they name like 40 real shows that actually sucked and got canceled. It's like, well, if all of those shows get canceled, maybe we have a chance. And they all did. It was that is probably one of my favorite Family Guy gags. It's like just such an immense amount of shade.
Boy, Fox, they have such a weird record of like
Yes, they do.
kicking off like cult favorite shows just to kill them off like super soon.
Yeah.
after starting them. They're like Netflix before Netflix.
yeah, I guess so. What is that? Firefly. But that was Fox, right?
Yeah, I think it was, and so was Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
The Terminator series.
Jeez. I'm glad that
I think a lot of the shows that like got kicked off and canceled very fast were sci-fi shows on Fox.
Yeah. Sci-fi shows are tough. I think sci-fi shows are like, you just have to expect that it is only going to have a niche audience or niche, whatever you put.
Mm-hmm.
I am trash. I'm so mad. Oh my god. I better still get set. Oh my god. I'm furious. Go.
Ah, there it is.
Go! What are you doing?
Gosh, you almost saved it, dude. Ah.
That's the end of the stream. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go lose my mind.
I think you missed. Based on the camera, it looks like you missed, so she's okay.
Ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm so mad. Well, that's gonna be the stream. I'm sorry I suck at this game, everybody. Hold on, let me catch up. Kendra Girl says, even though Midnight Club... Hi, Puppy, I know. Even though Midnight Club 3 is my favorite game, I've recently found a flaw with it. The Lexus IS300 makes a turbo noise when no turbos are equipped, and it's naturally aspirated. Uh-oh. It's literally just the 2JZ, just without the turbo. Skylar is back, but we are actually closing out the stream right now. Patrick says, not even finish a race, rage quit. Yes. Yeah, so that's like so you basically won twice, Patrick. You won, and then I also rage quit. Sorry, I was talking to my dog there. So that's gonna do it for the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. We do this twice a week. I don't normally end on a rage quit, but God.
But when I do.
Yeah. But sometimes we do. So we stream racing and driving games, if you don't know, because this is the official stream of Autoblog.com. Both myself and my compatriot Joel on the line here are both Autoblog employees. Oh, hold on. I gotta pick my controller back up off the floor. We both work for Autoblog. And if you've never been to Autoblog.com, consider checking it out. We got all kinds of automotive news and reviews up there. Lots of really great stuff. Joel, do you have anything that you want to point chatters to check out on the site?
Well, this week has been kind of slow. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I guess it's only Tuesday.
But we do have a review of the Toyota Sienna that went up today. So if you're interested in minivans, we got that today.
There you go. Minivans are extremely underrated, in my opinion.
No, they totally are. They're actually really great. And we also posted a story about this crazy open wheel supercar from Scandinavia that pulls crazy G loads with track tires.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
2.25 G.
Oh my god, that sounds sick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out after this on Autoblog.com. So everybody else should as well. You can also find us all over social media. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. A lot of you are watching this on Twitch, but if you did not know, we are also streaming this to YouTube, and our YouTube channel is way, way more than just video gaming content. We have all kinds of car reviews, truck reviews. We even have like a roof tent review as well that we recently put up to our YouTube page, and there's also a non-stream Mario Kart Live review that I did that is up on our YouTube page as well from last week, so check that out if you are interested. We do have a podcast. It's called the Autoblog Podcast. It's available everywhere where podcasts are. We do have merch. It's available at redbubble.com/people/autoblog, or you can just go search Autoblog on redbubble.com, or you can go to the link in our Twitch bio. We have all kinds of good stuff on there. We got like throw pillows, we got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got face masks, we got jigsaw puzzles with like beautiful car photography. So holidays are coming up. If you need to get some gifts for anybody, a great one would certainly be a jigsaw puzzle. I think, anyways. So you can find that at our merch store, at redbubble.com/people/autoblog. And then, last but not least, I like to say that I know. I'm sorry, Skylar. We do it from 2 to 4 Eastern time. So it is now 4:05 Eastern time, so we're a little over. But the last thing I like to say is, obviously, with the world being insane, If you have like a cause that you really like and that you want to support, or like a charity that you really like, a nonprofit that you really like, consider either donating to them or volunteering for them, donating some time. It's not hard to do. We all do a little something, just like once a month, like a couple times a year. It doesn't even have to be once a month, but all of that stuff really goes a long way, especially if everybody does a little bit. So consider doing that. And if you are, I've been kind of avoiding this because I don't want to get too political, but like, if you are in the U.S. and you're registered to vote, vote or you're an idiot. That's all I'll say. Just vote. But
that goes for anyone with any party. Like, you should vote.
Yeah, no, for
It's a
sure,
good thing.
for sure. Yeah, just
it's getting a little bit late to do a mail-in ballot, but you can always find out if you can go into your city hall, vote, and fill out a ballot in person early, and you may be able to get a absentee ballot that you can fill out at home and then bring back and drop into an official box to be recorded. Make sure that you fill out everything properly so that your vote is counted.
100%. But yeah, no, you're 100% right, Joel. That's not a party thing. It's just like, the more people that vote, the better our democracy will be realized.
Yep.
So yeah, do that if you're registered. Obviously, a lot of you guys watching this stream aren't quite old enough for that yet, but just remember, it's super important to vote. So when you do get old enough, try to stay locked into this kind of stuff. Don't just be like, hey, mom and dad, who should I vote for, and do that. Like try to educate yourself as best you can. I know it's hard. It's crazy out there. There's nothing but misinformation, it seems like, but it's you can dig down to the real nitty-gritty most of the time. But anyways, that's all I'll say. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern time. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining Joel, and we will see you later. Adios.
Bye.